Jay brought up old Marshall Mathers. Let's talk Marshall. I got a question for you all because Eminem's coming off his most recent album, Death of Slim Shady, which I actually enjoyed more than I thought I would based off my normal Eminem listening experience. But I posed a question in our topics, and it relates to Eminem. Can we make the case for him being the most polarizing MC? And here's why. This dude always comes out. I made a post the other day where it had #1 iTunes, #1 Apple Music, #1 YouTube, #1 whatever. Projections 400,000 first week. We know what comes with Eminem. But there was a comment that Jemele Hill made. Now she's from Detroit. And this was in relation to someone asking her about Eminem and how people in Detroit look at Eminem. So she says, if you're not from Detroit, which I am, you won't get this. People from Detroit have a lot of love and respect for Eminem, but there's a disconnect. Most of y'all outside of Detroit wouldn't understand. The majority of the folks from Detroit aren't going to say Eminem, and that's in relation to who's the best rapper in Detroit. So that's why I always think he has a case, because he's like the biggest conundrum. He sells all these records, but there's always a polar opposite view on him every time he puts something out.
All right, let me put it like this.
I want to pick that apart real quick.
Okay.
I don't know.
Picking it apart too.
Because just because there are people that are big in this city of Indianapolis that the people here would not say is the best rapper as well.
Okay. No, I follow you. Yeah, I got you.
Me being one of those people.
No, for sure.
For sure. That's all I wanted to say.
But he seems to always give you one of those, it's either this or it's either this. And it's always aggressive, the responses to him.
Yeah, I think.
But you have to realize something.
You see what I'm saying?
Detroit is one city in America.
Yeah.
Okay.
One city, which is the bigger percentage of Detroit is black. From my understanding, right?
Yes.
Got family in Detroit.
Right.
That's fair.
So 𝐀𝐿 actually had a similar conversation. About who is the best in Detroit. He said that we all hold that title for a time, and somebody else comes through the ranks and holds the title. And this is only in Detroit, though. So imagine you growing up with Eminem from your city. There's something to aspire to be. I want to be as big as Eminem. I don't necessarily want to be Eminem. When you have people all across America that identify with Eminem, because he's white, because that's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
he's white and he can really rap.
That's the
very well
rap his ass off. So regardless of these are people that probably have never listened to Black Thought, so they have no idea that Black Thought can also rap his ass off.
But to Mike's point, though, Black Thought isn't polarizing like Eminem.
He's not. That's the part.
That's not what I was saying. As far as that's concerned, it's just his particular stratosphere or his status quo of a fan is not that enamored in hip hop culture, so to speak. It's not rooted in hip hop.
That's just true. That's just facts.
Yeah, they're not rooted in hip hop. So Eminem can sneeze, fart, and punch a midget. Yeah, literally,
little person
on a record.
Brilliant,
and they love it.
Just don't call them hobbits. They don't like that.
Yeah, they love it. Unless it's Willie Baggins, y'all forget about Willie Baggins. Black Hobbit.
That sound like. So he from Detroit?
No, he probably is.
That's well played. Yeah. That is well played.
Man, where Willie Baggins at? He got my $5.
There's actually videos. There's actually videos.
That long.
Wow. Shout out to Detroit. Not 42 Doug's cousin. Now Eminem is bigger than Detroit at the end of the day.
Yeah, he's way bigger.
And he is definitely a polarizing artist.
Yeah.
When it comes to the most polarizing artist, I mean, that's
does he have
debatable.
a case? That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking.
I don't know who else I could put in that spot, though.
That makes you...
Because you don't know him.
My thing is, this
Snoop is known worldwide.
You talking about Detroit.
Other than Detroit.
We talking about period.
Like
Jay-Z.
Nah.
I
don't
think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Jay-Z.
Okay, I will say this about Jay-Z. A lot of people down south don't rock with Jay-Z.
A lot of people out west don't F with Jay-Z.
Yeah, but it's not as aggressive every time he drops something like it is with Eminem.
No, because every time Jay-Z drops something,
demands his space. It's a difference between demanding his space and somebody that naturally can just do whatever they do and is going to make a ripple regardless of what he do. Jay-Z puts money and investing time and research and all of that stuff into what he does. He's literally a business. He's telling you, I'm a businessman. It's more than just dropping his music. Eminem can can literally go away for 10 years and drop music and is going to do the same exact thing on the chart every single time. So as far as being polarized, I don't think anybody can mess with him as far as that's concerned.
I think he could be polarizing, but I just think Eminem's the standard when it comes to it.
When comes to what we're talking about, I just can't think anybody else.
I mean,
bro.
Jay-Z's definitely has that polarizing effect.
Yeah.
But Eminem is on a different level.
The way he consistently moves the needle, no matter what he does.
Yeah, it doesn't
that's
matter.
the part I'm talking about.
Yeah,
because Snoop, I look at Snoop as an OG, as a legend.
I don't think he's polarizing.
But I don't think
he's
I don't
just
think
a worldwide recognizable.
100%. But I don't think he
America's
moves.
#1 pitch man.
For sure.
Yeah, but polarizing is the key word.
He don't move the needle like Eminem, though. To me, he just doesn't.
I don't think there's anybody that's as polarizing.
I think with his music, because Eminem, honestly, other than when he did 8 Mile, he doesn't do anything else. I think I've seen him endorse like Brisk Iced Tea, like maybe 10, 15 years ago. Other than that, he doesn't. You don't see Eminem or hear from him unless he's got an album coming out. Snoop, on the other hand, he puts out so much music, and
sketches,
but at the same time, like music is like the 5th or 6th thing that Snoop is known for, depending on how old you are and where you're from.
I wouldn't consider Snoop polarizing at all.
No. I just think Snoop is just a whole legend. When I see him, I see legendary hip hop artists that I grew.
Snoop? I guess I'm confused.
Yeah.
No,
I brought up
as a comparison.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
and the only reason I brought up Jay-Z is because, like, as far as polarizing is because, even people who claim they hate Jay-Z, they got to listen to his album so they can pick it apart. And I'm not.
I think the same argument can be made for Eminem. I saw people that couldn't wait to listen to it to hate on it.
Same thing can be said for Kanye.
Kanye's up there.
Now Kanye makes more sense than Snoop or even Hove to me. Yeah. Kanye would be somebody that you could look at and say he's going to make somebody feel a certain way, no matter what he does.
Yeah, I think Kanye and Eminem are probably the top two.
I would put Kanye up there, close to Eminem.
Like now, I don't even care to check out Kanye's music.
I don't either. He just dropped a record with Consequence.
Yeah,
word?
It actually sounded pretty decent, but I
missed that.
Single, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
I missed that.
But
Consequences is the only person who still likes him.
Wow.
All his other friends are like, no, we good. No.
I think Kanye and Eminem probably. Yeah, but to your point, I completely have checked out with Kanye.
So, there are millions and millions of people that have not.
Oh, for sure.
That are definitely still waiting on him to do any and everything.
The same can be said about M, because I mean, if you watch your social media posts or whatnot, it's people asking, is it okay to listen to Eminem record? Is it okay for me to, you know what I'm saying? Am I going to get anything out of this, or am I wasting my time?
True.
I listen to it because we're because of the show. Other than that, I mean, I don't, like I said, but with Kanye, I don't care enough.
I see you, Lo.
I don't care enough to talk about his music anymore.
Run me my money and subscribe to Patreon. Thank you.